It's time for another garden update. The pumpkins are trying to invade the rest of the garden. They're still sitting on pumpkins, even though we got some good sized ones out there still. Let's get in here and look at these peppers. I need to do some serious harvesting on the peppers. We're going to have to make a day next week and do that. Getting a little behind. These are the Zabris. They have real mild heat, almost none at all. Right beside those are the Trinidad Perfumes. And finally, this Brazilian starfish is starting to get some color on it. It's just covered with peppers, getting a lot of red ones down at the bottom. Those have a decent amount of heat. Then while I'm right by it, this white tie. Looking on this side, you can really see the peppers. It's just really loaded, and we're starting to get a few of the red ones, so I really need to get that one picked soon. Then beside it, the habanada. We're getting quite a bit of color on that one. Let me get over here where we can get a better look at some of these, because it's just loaded. Look in there at all them peppers. I tasted one of these the other day and I really liked it. It's got a real sweet taste to it. Just hard to describe, but it's loaded. And let me see if I can get back here. You can hear the crickets. They're telling us that fall is coming soon. This is the ahi pineapple. Look at all that color. Yes, I'm going to be very busy picking peppers. Then right next to it is the ahi mango. We're getting a lot of color on it too. And just look at all the peppers up higher. This is a look at the Sugar Rush Peach. It's got one upright limb here. It's just loaded with peppers, and we got a lot of them that are ready to pick. Look at that. Every branch you lift is just covered with peppers. This month is going to be a very busy month for harvesting stuff. The ginger there, it could probably be harvested any time. It's getting really tall. And we have some right next to those that are a lot smaller. They were planted a little bit later, but not all that much. So it looks like timing can make a difference on those. Let's get over here and look at some of these ahi lemons. You got some color on those, but not as much as the ahi pineapple. So we're going to have a lot of late peppers on this one. But if you go up the top here and look around, it's just loaded with developing peppers, and all those will be getting color soon. Take a look at those wicked looking chocolate butla. These are really hot peppers, right up there with Carolina Reapers. We're finally getting some peppers on this Big Bang Space Chili Pepper. Kind of reminded me a little bit of the shishito, but I'm thinking this has a lot more heat than that. And speaking of the shishito, let's go take a look at it real quick. I just did a video on these and I cooked a few of them. And if you want to take a look at that, I'll put a link down in the description. But as you can see, it's got plenty of pepper still. And one thing I forgot to mention in that other video is these occasionally, it's kind of like, almost like playing Russian roulette with peppers. You'll just get a random pepper that has quite a bit of heat. And there's no rhyme or reason to why some of them have heat and some of them don't, but the vast majority have very little heat at all, but you do get that random one that occasionally can have some heat. The cucumber vines in this cage have seen better days, so I'll probably be removing those soon, even though we have been still harvesting some cucumbers, and I see a couple small ones back in there. Normally our cucumbers are starting to slack off about this time of year, but as you can see, we're still getting plenty of cucumbers. We're getting ready to run these down to the food bank drop-off point. And I noticed we got a few more that are out there, so I'm going to take a quick look at those. I picked 3 more to go with what we had. We're still getting a few eggplants here and there. I just cooked up a ping tung the other day that was really good. These are rositas here. But now that the Market Morris 76 are about done, we have some cucumbers in these 2 cages that I planted probably in late July, I think. And they're starting to get cucumbers on them. Getting the little female flowers. That one's pretty close to being ready to pick. And over here on this cage here are the pole beans. Let me get back where you can see them a little bit better. But they're starting to get quite a few little beans on them. Hopefully you can see those. And lots of blooms. So it's going to be covered with beans very soon. Here's a look at that big daddy pepper. It's getting some pretty good sized peppers on it now. Put my hand in there so you can see. They get their name for good reason. They are pretty big. This is that row of hybrid peppers. We picked a lot of peppers off of these, and they've still got lots of peppers on. So we'll be doing more picking yet. You can see some of them are that dark purple, and some of them are hot, and then some of them have no color at all. It's just weird how that works. That Musa is probably getting up there around 11 feet, maybe 12, I'm not sure. It's getting pretty tall. Let's go over and look at these Musa Velutina. That was pretty exciting to see the flower on those. And look at that, we have little tiny bananas. That's just really something, I think, for Zone 6. It was fun to see, and not only do we have these, but the plant right next to it has a flower on it, so it's going to be trying to form bananas soon. I'm pretty sure these probably won't have time to ripen because we're getting late in the season, but it's pretty cool to see anyway. I'll walk by the ornamental peppers real quick so you can see how they're doing. They've done great this year. There's that little jalapeno. Got some nice big peppers on that one. And this is that black pearl hybrid. It's turning out to be kind of a cool looking pepper. It's a lot bigger than the actual black pearl that we have right next to it. I forgot to mention some of these peppers over here. The albino bullnose, they're starting to get quite a few peppers on them again. I picked them clean once and they responded by putting out more new blooms. Let's go look at the Odas. This pepper is probably close to 5 feet tall. Got lots of peppers on it, but these were supposed to be, well, it's actually a poblano hybrid of some sort. I saved seeds from a poblano pepper that we grew, and it crossed with something. They don't have that dark green poblano color even when they're mature. And some of them are a little bit longer than a poblano would be, but they're also a lot hotter than a poblano. But they're good peppers. Not sure if I'll save seeds from it or not. Before you go, be sure and hit that like button and let us know how your garden's doing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Otherwise, like, comment, and share. We'll see you next time.